Luigi, look out behind you! It's Indiana Jones! Do I really have to make 23 more of these opening sketches? It's gonna be a long month. It's December 2nd, which means it's time to review another car, and time to open up another day in the Mini Racers Advent Calendar. Yesterday, for day one, we got this year's Holiday Hot Shot McQueen, who's looking a bit higher up than last year's. I don't really think that was intentional, but it's just what happened. I'm pretty sure on all copies of this Advent Calendar. Pretty sure. But today, we of course have day two. Now last year, I believe day two was track pieces. My prediction for this year was that it was going to be track pieces again, but then I saw just how small day two's box was. So, I'm going to do my prediction. I hope it's this. This is one of the things I really want, but this seems like the type of thing they'd put towards the end of the Advent Calendar. I got a feeling that it's going to be McQueen's snowplow or the snowball or both. Because yesterday, right, we got McQueen, and now we have this accessory that interacts with McQueen. I think it just makes sense. So, let's see. It is... Oh. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Wow. Wow, that's underwhelming. It's... I'm gonna knock it all over. Move this stuff out of the way. It is this tire stack. I believe the exact same as the one we got last year, which is actually a recolor of a tire stack from the 155 scale line that came with the 2017 Demo Derby cars. That's pretty disappointing. First 2 days in a row, if you bought last year's Advent Calendar, you already have both of the items. That's kind of disappointing, but hey, there are like, 22 days left to this, so I'm sure we'll be getting to the good stuff really soon. Anyway, though, all that out of the way, let's bring in today's review. Anyway, guys, welcome back to yet another review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Fred for day 2 of 25 Days of Suggestions. This guy was suggested by Robin Telsfider, a great friend of mine here in the cars section of YouTube. But Robin, I've mentioned him a bunch of times in the past. We've done a bunch of videos together, and I've mentioned several times that he actually keeps a list of every car I've never reviewed. So he decided to suggest a car that I hadn't reviewed, that being Fred. One that, as per usual, I always say this whenever it's a car I've never reviewed before, I'm pretty surprised I haven't reviewed Fred before. I'm pretty surprised nobody did a birthday request for him in the past, but Fred's a pretty nice car. McQueen's fan who has his falling bumper problem and has a shockingly high amount of diecast variants. Annoying thing with Fred is that they actually sized down his diecast. Unfortunately, I don't have the size down Fred, I just have the original larger one. Honestly, I never had an issue with the size. Yeah, maybe he's a little too big, but I feel like the new Fred is a little too small. He's never really been a diecast that's been on my radar, but with the rumors of more Rusty cars coming out next year, a bunch of re-releases of them, I'd assume we'll see Fred soon. So maybe small Fred will be in my collection pretty soon. If not, like I said, I don't really feel the need to seek him out. As for my series, I have no idea if I would switch over to the small Fred. I honestly prefer this one. But Fred, as you can see, has a great facial expression. He has some chips on him. I've had him for quite a while now. I don't know when Fred was first released. I want to say 2007. Probably got him back then. And then I want to say he was sized down as early on as 2008. I wonder if this Fred is rarer or more expensive than the original. You can see his raised eyelids, something they used to do for the diecast. The eyelids would be raised up. In the 2010s, they stopped doing that. I want to say as early as 2011 or maybe even 2010. But you can see Fred's eyebrows have actually been mispainted a bit. They've not fully filled in the raised eyebrow section. Really like his smile. He's got all this great rust detailing, really well textured. He's got a matte paint job, I believe. The grill there, love all that rust on his bottom bumper. License plate reads Fred, which of course is the main joke about him in the movie that he keeps thinking famous people know his name, but they're just reading his license plate. You can see one of the headlights, or both of the headlights here are functioning, but the lights next to them are rusted over, it seems. Really nicely detailed on the sides. Windows are completely grayed out. His rear view mirrors are actually, I want to say, no, they're plastic, but they are on there really well. Got the brown wheels there, all just rust all over him. I don't think the rust pattern is the same on both sides. It might be, but I'm pretty sure in a case like Fred, they definitely changed it up on either side, which is good. Definitely makes them more realistic. There's the top. Really nice detailing all over the top. There we have the back, and he actually doesn't have a back license plate. I thought he did. Huh. But we have more of his backlights there, the exhaust pipe, and of course more rust. There is a look at the other side. And then, there is the base, which is surprisingly the same color as the rest of Fred, just showing you what a bad state he's in. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to Robin Tailstrider for your suggestion. This was what was in the advent calendar today. Nothing too special. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another day of suggestions. Bye now.